The rookies, some of the standouts over the first 7 or 8 days. Defensive back Arian McDonald, otherwise known as Sleepy, has shown up. Holland College transfer from PEI, originally from the Bahamas. Has shown up and made some good plays in the defensive backfield. Had a really nice punt return in the exhibition game. Seems to be picking up the system pretty quick. Doing a good job. I would say Josh Palmer, another Holland College transfer, originally from Boston, showing some signs on special teams. Not afraid of contact. Tough to teach that, and those guys aren't scared of contact and mixing it up, which I can appreciate. Up on the defensive line. Tommy Grant's going into his second year, but he's shown up very well. There's some of our linebackers. Bailey Feltmate at linebacker has shown up. Patrick Ruvalcaba from Hugh Boyd out in British Columbia has shown up and done some really nice things. Those guys on the defensive side have shown us some good stuff there. Offensively, I think Cordell Hastings as a receiver spot has shown some flashes, and I think we're going to get some good stuff from him. Danny Obiang has got a deep depth chart there at the running back position, but is starting to make his way through and has shown us a few things here or there in practice that we know we're going to get some good stuff from him over the course of the next 4 or 5 weeks and throughout the next 4 or 5 years. So pretty pleased with those guys, and I think those are just to name a few, to be quite honest. Yeah, I think our core group, I guess guys that we're going to lean on and expect a lot from is our defensive backs. We returned 4 out of 5 starters from last year in the defensive backfield. Harlan Hastings, Garvin Sayus at the corners, Will Wojcik at half, and Brandon Jennings at the free safety spot. I mean, all those guys bring a wealth of knowledge and history. I mean, they've been playing here for a while. So we're pretty excited about those guys. We're going to lean on those guys and expect them to lock it down in the back end, and I think they will. Linebacker-wise, we got some guys that are not starters, but they've been here for 2 or 3 years, and I think they're going to be very solid where they're at. Matty Nettle and Jesse Boudreau and Derek Nogler, and I expect those guys to really play well. And then Adam Melanson up front is going to be a guy that's going to be real tough on our defensive side. Offensively, Kyler Cherry at left tackle will be a good player for us and was last year. I think our receivers, Eli Prochnow and Sebastian Robinson, are guys that are going to really hold it down on the offensive side. And then we got some holes we got to fill. We graduated a couple guys, and I think that there's a few question marks on the offense. And with the new offensive coordinator, they're learning a new system, so it's gonna take a little bit longer. Yeah, I think the strength of our team is definitely going to be our defense this year. We returned 7 starters from our defensive side of the ball, and probably only 5 on the offensive side. I think defensively is going to be where our strength lies, and we're going to have to hold people to limit them in their scoring and their big opportunities. I think if we can do that, we'll be good. But the majority of our special teams is made up from our defense. So I think special teams will be big for us. We got to make some plays, and we got a great coordinator in Pete Frazier on the special team side of it all. So I think he'll make some magic happen, and we'll be good to go there. Yeah, no, really looking forward to seeing what our new offensive coordinator Luigi Costanzo has to offer. I mean, I think he brings a different style of offense. He's a little bit more wide open, more spread. He's not afraid to get backs out of the backfield and give people some different looks. I'm looking forward to seeing some of his nuances that he's brought from his last 2 stops in Ottawa and U of T. So I think he's a little bit more spread out. You're not going to see the traditional 2-back offense that we've seen here in years past. So we're going to see 2-back. We will see 1-back. We'll see no backs. He's going to be very diverse, and I think I'm looking forward to some of the changes that he's going to bring to what we're doing. We beat the winner of our conference. We beat the second place finisher in our conference in 1 game last year, and then we also lost to those teams as well. I think I'd like to carry forward obviously the ability and the confidence in knowing that we can beat those teams. At the same time, when we turned around and lost to them, it was a problem. So, I think we got to grind out some things. I think we easily could have been 6-2 last year, and in actuality, we finished 4-4. We got to be able to battle through some of the injuries that we faced last year, and really just kind of keep grinding through what we're doing. That's been our theme all off season: is grind, 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 and we're going to try to grind through some of these games that we're having and some of the struggles that we're having throughout the course of the year that happen every year. So, rise and grind has been our theme. We're going to stick with that.